modern day, you say somebody like rest in peace, Extinction, they say that guy never left his house. They say he made his music, pressed play in the computer, and was getting rich off of streams and everything. They say he never even left his house. You got artists out here now.
That shows the marginal gap of from you having to actually put the glue on the back of the promo shits and put them up yourself to being able to make millions of dollars without even leaving the crib is incredible.
It's beyond incredible. And so the only thing I say that's not right with that is
missing touching the people.
Yes. You don't touch the people. You don't create. So every time I put out an album, I went on something they used to call a promo tour. I hated it because you went out there to go for free, but it ain't nothing like meeting, like, you know, you go out to San Francisco, you see Vaughn and Sway and all these guys, and then you go to LA and you create a relationship with Felly Fell and Big Boy and
Baker Bros,
Cruz,
the Baker Boys.
Yeah, remember the Baker Boys?
Yeah, Baker.
They the first syndicated crew. They was the first syndicated. So you go around and you meet all these Cosmic Cavs and all these guys, and then when you put out a record that I call a strip, it's one thing they support you with a hit, but when you put out a record that's like struggling,
you need
that's when them guys,
they kick in.
That relationship kick in, and they start playing your shit, and then if it deserved to blow, then it'll blow. And so that's what I think the youth is missing, that communication with actual people that can help you when you're struggling. You know, because
now it's a push of a button.
I never get involved with like when people tell me, yo, why you don't tell these young kids, these rappers, why you don't this? I be like, okay, so the numbers are to discourage you. The numbers are 1 out of maybe 10 million people actually make it in rap music. So could you?
I think you botching the numbers.
All right, so what's the number? What do you think is the number?
It's 53 new rappers every day.
Who's
they let 3 of them blow.
Not every day. You very confused.
Right now, composed to dog. It's artists out here making money that we never gonna hear. You're never gonna hear of.
Yes, but
they successful.
Yeah, but it's hard though. It's not what you think. You think
but it's
anybody
still not the numbers you just
How
said.
many guys?
You said numbers that's harder than the NBA. You know it's easier to hit the lotto than to make it to the NBA. You just made the rap numbers harder than both of them shits.
Well, rap numbers is that hard to be really successful.
Hell, it's not hard to be.
You know how many guys are 40 years old on a couch?
Successful.
You know how many, everybody raps and somebody dies and they be like, yo, rapper Whoppy Wop. He was a rapper. He got killed in Brooklyn today. No, we don't know this guy.
Whoppy Wop.
Just because he made a demo, he's a rapper now? You know, I'm talking about successful. Every year we could think, what, a Sexy Red? Who was the most successful rapper last year? Who was the first? Who was the newest rapper successful? Glorilla blew up, but she was already out. I'm trying to say.
She had a great year last year. Sexy.
Yep. Sexy Red too, but who just came out that's successful? We can name maybe 1 to 3 that's really making money, that's really successful. Who?
Lotto, Glorilla.
Lotto been out since she was 12 rapping on a show. But let's think, she put in the work and she deserves it. What I'm saying to you is like, there gotta be 1 million something plus girls trying to rap. And they made it. And so what I'm trying to tell you is that the odds are very, very, very discouraging. You got guys, just because your crew is selling you nice, just because, you know, you got guys, you got grown men who refuse to get a 9 to 5 and they sleeping on their couch at 44 with 3 kids and they baby mama working and they out here talking about they're gonna rap. If you ain't getting paid to do a show, if you ain't got no real people streaming your shit, you are not successful. You understand? So what I'm trying to tell you is that this is harder than you think. Everybody and their mother think they can rap and be successful. It does not work like that.
No, it ain't that easy, but it ain't as hard as when we had to. It's not as hard. They don't got to go through the shit.
No. I agree. This reminds me of the classic interview that Cali had with Cali. I think he was with Ebro and them where he started spazzing. You know how hard it was to get on and this and that. It was hard back in the day. It was almost impossible.
Everything was hands on.
And now I get what you're saying with a press of a button, you can be successful. A lot of people who did that, but there's a lot of people rapping thinking they're going to make it and they never make it. Most people never make it. And it's very similar to the NBA. Is that the numbers are very similar to the NBA. Now, we ain't discouraging you. I'm just trying to give you need the plan A and the plan B. You know, especially if you know it's not working. Because another thing, let me tell you something. This game, the entertainment business is off momentum. That's why I got a little upset because we came out the box #1 in the country, you know, Apple Music, and then I had to go on vacation. It was set up ahead of time. I know that when you got momentum, you got to keep your foot on their neck. That's the way the game works. You know how many artists we seen come out and get hype at the beginning, you think they're going to blow, and then they lost that, and then for years, they keep trying to come back to get, once you got that momentum, you got to stay your foot on their neck and keep that momentum going. Think about that. How many rappers, you could easily think about how many rappers caught a buzz. I don't know if it was their work ethic. I don't know if they couldn't deliver the record. Because I remember 50 Cent killing the mixtapes and all that. And then when I heard, go, shorty, I knew, holy shit, the man here. No, he delivered. He created the hype and then dropped a motherfucking monsoon or tsunami on their ass. Now, that's not all rappers. You know how many rappers created some type of hype and then dropped the ball when it was time to let the single go?
They also they blocked it. You can't borrow people's beats. How 50 was taking shits and making his own songs and destroying shit. They blocked that. So we got to be mindful of what they doing out here.
I could tell you what
Even
happened.
that mixtape you had, that was crazy that they took that shit off after 1 hour.
Yo, my man, they try to sue me 10 different ways. It was like the Prince estate, Michael Jackson estate. I put out a mixtape. The shit was hard. I actually concentrated on that mixtape almost like an album. I took that shit serious. I dropped that shit in 1 hour. They was like, yo, it came like, and why is that? Why Fat Joe can't make a mixtape? No.
Nobody can. They blocking that shit.
No, that shit came cease and desist. Prince, the Bee Gees, the Diss, the Total, every beat. Yes, I used the biggest beats, but it was a mixtape. I'm telling everybody, it's a mixtape. I'm trying to get it going. They shut my shit down so fast. Yo, I must have had so much high blood pressure.
Yo.
No. I drove.
It put your pressure up.
When I drove from the Lower East Side to the Bronx, I had like 9 pending lawsuits. Like, this shit was coming like it was the same lawyer. They was like, hey, Joe, just to let you know, the BG said, you know better, they're going to sue. The next thing, Prince Estate is saying they want damages, they're going to sue. The shit just kept coming off a mixtape. It just, and look, he telling you, all these mixtapes everybody did. Fat Joe did one. And man, when I tell you, the rules were different. They shut that shit down. I never heard the mixtape again. How about that? I never heard the mixtape again. Yo, I'm telling you. I never heard the mixtape again. They shut that shit down.
They erased it from your hard drive.
Yo, they moved that shit. I was so scared after that shit. I said, yo.
You see?
9 lawsuits.
Or you can just go in the stew, borrow anybody's beat, put it out, create a buzz. You good. Now, that should have lasted 13 minutes.
Now I'm fucking over there. I'm in San Tropez. They playing all type of EDM shit. And then when you go on the Spotify, they call it a mixtape.
You see?
They took the They took the Yalla.
They took the Yalla.
No, they took the Yalla. Right now, the language on Spotify or Apple or whatever is like, yo, the mixtape. And
so they took our shit and made it their shit, and you can't even do the shit that was our shit. That's some shit.
That's big shit. That's big time shit. And so, and that's where the game is at. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about hip hop music, and I listen to country, and they be like, country's the biggest genre or whatever, I hear mad lyrics. Like, it gotta be rap dudes in the back room writing they shit. Cause I hear like, how about corny, like watered down, like we in San Tropez, and every legendary song you ever heard from Stevie Wonder, from whoever, they make their own version of it and they play it in the hotels, the clubs, the bars. And you nowadays, if you go on YouTube, to be honest with you, and you like slow jams, you hear the fake Boys to Men, the fake Luther, the fake, like, what the fuck is, why we can't hear the real fucking
It
rap?
got something to do with the streaming and all of that, the shit that we never had to worry
Yo, lately,
on top of that shit to the max.
lately I've been like, you know, cause my shit is R&B and all that. So I go to a hotel, I throw on the YouTube and I keep hearing the fake Joe, the fake Lionel Richie. Like niggas is coming
Covers. There's somebody.
Covers. But how do they get the placement? How do they get the stream? The fake covers get the stream over the original.
It's something they leaving out in order to be, because you know how it go. If they left one symbol off of one snare is missing or something. They give them the ability to do it.
I also never like, very rare. I get it. A lot of artists, we've been robbed. I've been robbed. You know, I got robbed from my publishing when I was young. Guy pull up on me. He was like, yo, we Latino. We got to take care of each other. His name, Jelly Bean Benitez. They supposedly discovered Madonna and all that. He gave me $50,000 and never gave me another dollar. He must have robbed me for 10, 20 million. I'm talking about, and Big Pun.
He deserved the torpedo back.
No, this guy needs more than a torpedo. But, you know, we never see him, but it's cool. But the man robbed me, right, from my publishing. So I get it. Everybody get robbed. You know, whoever you name, a Timberland, a Missy, or this. They always was in the kitchen cooking up. Scott Storch was cooking up, not getting the credit, right? So we all got robbed in one way or another, right? When the artists go now and do their own song over because they got robbed for their publishing or something like that, and they could own the master now, it never sound like the original.
Nah, you know that.
And we're so used to the original. And I don't care who you name. I listen to a bunch of artists like redo the song. Their voice don't sound the same.
Yeah, you older now.
You older now. Your shit don't sound the same. And you out here trying to recreate the magic. I say, keep performing, make your money. Don't fuck up the song. Because now they switch it out. So they'll take out the original that we love.
And put yours with that.
But they put your shit in there. It's money for the artist, but the shit is whacker than the original.
Yeah.
They are beating the brakes off of Jelly Roll. He turns around and says, I'm sorry, Joe. I can't fight no more. I tried, Joe. It's right next to me. He said they definitely not going to believe. Joe Crack.
It's your boy Jada. You know what it is, the Joe and Jada Show. Another episode of greatness, ladies and gentlemen.
Brought to you by the culture, preferably the streets. And we the realest in the game. Yo, check this shit. Jada. Yo, what you been up to, Jada?
Crazy weekend. Once again, shout out to Cash Money. Shout out to Juvie. Juvie shouted us out. Juvie been ripping the paint off the fucking buildings.
So you know they got locks. Detroit too?
We on the Cash Money tour, yeah. We did Chicago. And then we did the Detroit show. Shout out to Detroit. They was super fucking live. The crowd was crazy. After that, I had some in Carabana in Toronto. Drove up there. My driver in the Sprinter, my man Nick. over there
From
forgets
Detroit,
a knife.
it's right there.
He forgets a knife in the sprinter.
Not on that shit.
Now he think he in the Bronx where he get, yo, my fault, man, I just forgot this. They start saying weapons. It's turned into weapons, all of that. They fucking sacked us. They everything out of the bags, all of that. Come sit down. Now they like empty your pockets. I got over 10,000 on me. You didn't declare it. Now they take my bread crack. We sitting there. They left me with 37 cents. I had one of my mans that's super squeaky clean with me. Shout out to my nigga Sticks. He start calling lawyers and calling the promoters and all that. All I know, they came out, gave me all the bread back, the passports. It was God. It was like Khaled in the jacuzzi. God is the greatest. God is the greatest.
God is the greatest.
He bought me everything back and said, you can go. It was like, oh.
One of the toughest places to get into anywhere on earth is Canada.
Canada. Facts. I'll tell anybody's mother. Canada they don't play.
You know how many times we was on tour and we went in the tour bus and guys had to stay in like
Over Buffalo, yeah, you gotta get a cab.
You can't go in there.
Yeah.
Canada is serious. I went, I had a show in California, Ventura, California. Beautiful crowd. It was amazing out there. And then I flew back to come out with my African brother, Davido.
Fire.
Over there and he had that shit on tilt in Barclays. Right? And so he was like, yo, Joe, could you come out? So I rushed back to do that with him. Caught a nice body in it. You know, the Barclays, they always let you catch a body in there, right?
Like, especially when it's one of them kind of artists and they need you to come for some light hors d'oeuvres for them, and that shit turned to the main entree.
That shit
you
go
ripped
crazy.
the screws on his, like they was like, I needed this shit.
Oh, no. Crazy. So the crowd, shout out the crowd. You know, every now and then you need one of those reminders where they be like, yo.
Yeah, I'm still that
shout
nigga.
out to that Kiss Cafe, bro. I've been drinking that Kiss Cafe. Got me fucking wired.
You know what I mean? KissCafeCoffee.com, man. Order up. Get your mugs, your whole beans, ground, your Kiss cups, a.k.a. the pods.
You also got to rewind the time. You know what I'm saying?
Waiting for my deal, man.
You know they went crazy.
Everybody a deal.
Yo, Jada,
you ain't offering me a deal.
Yo, Jada, you already in the deal, man. That's the problem. We can't give you everything. You got everything.
I got to rewind the time. I might have to rewind.
Yo, rewind it. CVS, Stop and Shop, wherever it's available. What a beautiful thing, man. I keep telling these guys, I go to every show. At the end of the show, I'll be like, yo, if you got gray hair, your wife, she want to keep you off the market. Why be 54 when you could be 43? Why be 42 when you could be 31? I mean, they love that shit. That talk is legend. Yeah, let me tell you something. I think it's 4 years since the Locks Dipset.
3.
3 years?
3 or 4. 5?
5? Nah. Hell no.
Nah. It's 4,
Hell
3.
no. If it's 5, I need my AARP card.
4, 3. It's 4, 3.
I'm getting up there. Yo, I don't know who hate. Do you hate getting old? It hasn't hit you yet, right? I hate getting old.
Yeah, I hate it too.
I don't like
know what's
it.
worse than getting old?
What?
Not getting old.
Oh, yes.
It's 4 years.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Like, I really don't like my surroundings, man. I don't. I'm looking at everybody. You know, I could tell I'm getting old because, you know, I'm a big news head. So I watch Eyewitness News all the time or
That
CNN.
makes you sad. You can't watch that shit.
No. I watch it. Right? I digest that for the beginning of time. But when the announcers start looking mad old, the people I've been watching for 20 years and all that, they just start looking mad old. That means we getting old. Right? Because we was watching them when they was young and we was young. All of a sudden, they looking prehistoric. This shit out of control.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, I mean, you ever see somebody dead alive?
Stuck in the face?
Nah, stuck in the face different. No, like when you ever see somebody, you was like, oh
dead
shit,
alive,
is she dead or not? Like, I've been in airports, wherever, where you look at them and you be like, damn it, he look dead, but he alive. They about to go. I guess that's how you could tell they about to go, right? Because it's like, you never seen that?
Man,
I
he
mean,
alive.
everybody seen that.
I seen dead people. Like the same.
Alive.
That's alive, yeah.
Then you look at them and you like, oh, he about to go or she about to go. It's just, the color ain't right.
It's a couple rappers that look dead that's alive.
Couple rappers?
Oh, yeah. Your algorithm is off. You ain't,
Nah.
you ain't looking at niggas.
Yo, let me tell you something. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, but I want to ask you, because I was thinking about it the other day, crack in the 80s.
I was a little kid in the 80s, really.
But you seen what it did.
Yeah. It disrupted households. It was everywhere. You couldn't escape it. It was in your family. It was outside your crib. It was on the way to school. It was in the school. It was the teachers was on it. Friends, family members. It was crazy. It was everywhere. It was an epidemic for real. That affected
I believe,
everybody.
and by the way, I never seen Snowfall.
Crack in the 80s.
What
type of time are you on?
Bro, we of a certain age that we could explain to the youth what it was like. So they don't fall for the okie doke now.
It's opioids now, crack.
It's opioids, but it's still the same effect. Listen to what I'm saying. Because crack in the 80s, it first caught the fly guys in the hood. They start smoking woolers in the club. Free base with the weed. Boom. The fly guy. Like, in other words, me and you
it used to be a
might
cool
have been
thing to do
smoking
back
crack
then, yeah.
if it came out now.
No.
We ain't know. I'm just sure. Listen.
Fuck is you talking about? I don't
Listen
care
what
when
I'm
it
saying.
came out.
This is why I'm trying to.
I ain't hitting
You
that
with
man
me?
made.
You with
Shout
me?
out
You
to
don't
my
wanna-
nigga Crossy
You be
Fiso.
with me.
I ain't
Listen.
hitting that man made, crack.
Let me explain something to you. The way they did it to the hood was it attacked the fly guys first. The hustlers, the stick-up kids, guys robbing banks, this, that. It was fly. Crack was fly. You spend a little $50 and you thought, imagine.
See,
Imagine,
this is where our age difference. I don't.
No, I'm telling you,
I
came a
miss
little
when,
after.
I miss when it was
All right,
fly.
so this is why.
I wasn't there for when it was
This is why
crack
I'm
was
bringing
fly.
it up.
All right, I'm listening. I'm a student in this.
Why I bring it up? I went on vacation with Nori, and Nori cracked open some weed that was $100 a joint. Some crazy shit. To me, that's crazy. If I don't smoke,
I know
for a
about
guy
that.
like me, a virgin in weed, that's crazy. One joint $100. That's like the Japanese whiskey.
Yeah, they got the
$300 a shot.
$1,000 ounces.
So my point is, at that time, all the guys that had money was fly. You know, they had records like bass, rock, doom, 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 baby. The biggest rappers at the time were singing about the shit, so they thought they was fly, but they didn't know that they was getting hit with that addiction that's so unbelievable, right? So crack actually was so addictive, it was almost like AI now. That we can't even believe AI. When you see AI and they be on Instagram, these girls ain't even girls, they AI. They selling you drugs, pharmacy, everything on Instagram and all social media AI. That's how crack's addiction was. They'd never seen it before. So you can't even really blame the first guys and girls who got hooked on crack. Now, if you're talking about your era 10 years later, you smoke crack, you know it fucked everybody up. They selling their TVs. You played yourself.
That's what I saw. TVs for sale. Microwave.
I saw that too. I seen, I had a woman in my building that I promise you, if I do the knowledge, she was at least, if she wasn't a wife, she was the side chick to an NBA player. For sure. She was that bad in my building. She had 3 kids. Her kids were beautiful. It's a respectable woman. And she turned into a crackhead. And everybody who dreamed about smashing wound up smashing for a couple of
joints,
cracks. It was that horrible, you know, and so much of an addiction. You know, I don't use drugs. Never have used drugs in any way, right?
Diet Pepsi's enough.
Diet Pepsi, yo, that's my choice of drug. You know how many of my friends I see gamble and they be like, they bet that the guy scores 14. Mayor's here. He bet 10,000 the guy scored 14. They took him out the game with 12. That's a drug.
Yeah.
Huh? Talk to me. That's a drug. Some people smoke crack. Some people sniff coke. Some people got the Thusi B, the pink coke, the opioids, the this. I drink Diet Pepsi. That's the least drug of choice, right? But my point is, something that bugs me out, even a guy like me, who I don't see me being in any type of loop, who knows, of me ever becoming drug addicted, right? But ain't it scary if you think about this, a normal human out there, that there's something out there that's so addictive that it could fuck your whole world up, your whole life up. You just got to try it. You know, Scott Storch, $90 million. In 1 year, he spent $90 million. And he told me when he tried that for the first time, coke, not crack, that it was like, it's something so addictive in this world that if it hits you, you're done. That's not scary. You ever thought about that?
No.
I'm fucking crazy then, because I'm the only motherfucker that think about some shit like this. No, I'm scared. I'm telling you. I'm scared. When you see Fat Joe never high and all that, I might like the shit. That's why I don't do it. So you guys don't do it, because I know people who have tried it one time in their life and it fucked their whole life up. Same shit with one of them guys. What's Alec Baldwin's brother? What's my man? Stephen Baldwin said Madonna gave the shit to him. He was having a menage. Same thing with Scott Storch. They was having a menage and the girl said, yeah, let's do it. And do the shit. And Stephen Baldwin said the same shit. He took one sniff and was like, you know, the addiction ain't for everybody. It hit different people different way. Fuck this whole life up.
Some mean albums out there.
Oh, you going album mode? Okay, I'm trying to talk about life. Yeah.
Raekwon's album, Fire.
Raekwon the Chef.
Freddie Gibbs' album with Alchemist. Shit is crack.
Man, that's crazy. Freddie Gibbs' Alchemist album is really, really crazy. Raekwon. I love what Nas is doing, throwing out those claps. You heard that new Ghostface song?
Ghostface single, crazy.
He dumbed out. My favorite Wu-Tang member. Who's your favorite Wu-Tang member? You don't want to answer, huh? You gotta have a favorite.
All of them.
You ain't got a favorite?
All of them.
My favorite Wu-Tang member is Raekwon the Chef. I just love his delivery. I love everything he stand for, the shit he was talking about. He was like the drug dealer Wu-Tang member. You know what I'm saying? And me, I always been in that street, that paraphernalia, you know what I'm saying? So I could always relate to Ray more than everybody. And everybody else is phenom. Some people say Inspector Deck. Some people say U-Guard. Some people say...
All of them, my brother.
So we gonna say that Freddie Gibbs' Alchemist album is phenom. Alchemist hit me up and said, thank us for bigging him up when we all picked him as one of our top beats that we ever rapped to.
Brother, that's my brother, Al. Yeah, me.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
Yeah. The new Mobb Deep album is finished too. Shout out to Hab.
You ever notice the new TVs, the Samsungs and shit like that they force you to watch the whack TV? It ain't real TV, right? And it's shit always in like a cooking channel or some shit. This shit, you gotta fight the TV to watch real TV now.
Yeah, it comes on that bullshit on the hub.
The bullshit fucking channel, man. Why? What is that smart? Like, are they forcing people to watch whack TV? The other day I get in a hotel, I'm like, it's the Waldorf Astoria in fucking LA. I'm trying to watch CNN. I can't watch it because they got the bullshit channels on, the Samsung bullshit. I'm like, not the Waldorf. With this bullshit over here, like the bullshit channel. Yo, listen, the bottom line is no one should trust no one, right? How do you know if you can't trust will you trust a new person?
I don't need no new people in my life at this point.
I agree, but can you trust a new, like everybody around me been with me 30 years.
Okay.
shit like that. Because if you look at regular people, right, just regular people, they don't trust. So if you ever notice you be on the plane, because you on the plane, I can land the fucking plane pretty much. Like I'm so scared of the fucking plane that I know everything. The short landing strip, I know everything about the plane. I'm so terrified. I've studied everything. Do you notice that when the pilot comes out to use the bathroom, the airlines don't even trust the pilot to be alone in the plane? They get the fucking stewardess
put the cart
to go in there, put the cart, but go in there. Somebody goes in there while he used the bathroom. The lady or the guy goes inside to sit with the other pilot because they scared this guy might play suicide and kill everybody. The fucking government, the plane people, they don't trust nobody. You never noticed that, right?
They don't trust that somebody gonna go in there with a fucking weapon and take.
No, I'm talking about they don't even want the pilot alone. There was a airplane that just crashed. Air India 767. That's the biggest plane in the world, most safest. The pilot, the last thing he said was, yo, why you cut off the fuel? He asked the other pilot, yo, why you cut off the fuel? That's the only way that plane's gonna crash. So his man want to commit suicide with 300-400 people. That's the point is we can't trust nobody. So one of them jeopardies, they put, what's the address? Cedric Avenue, 1515. Your normal person, your normal moms, your normal school teacher or somebody like that, they wouldn't really technically know that was the birthplace of hip hop. So that's justified. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to us to explain that, right? There's one of the biggest birthplaces of hip hop. Kool Herc threw them parties there, and it became legendary. But hip hop started in 3 different areas. So it started there. It started in Bronx River. Then it started in my hood too. So at three, Kiss, what do you want me to say to you? You want me to tell you? I mean, Shot Rock, the first female MC, is from my block. Little Rodney C, Ruby D, the first Latino MCs from my block. Melly Mel's from my block. Love Bug Starcy's from my block. Grandmaster Flash used to play 23 Park. Like, I'm from the Mecca, the soil. So, whenever anybody tries to start some hip hop shit, they just can't. I'm from there. I'm sorry for you.
Is it Sedgwick or is it your block?
No. It started in 3 different places. Cedric is where Kool Herc is from, and we acknowledge that as the birthplace of hip hop. But it started 3 different. It's Bambaataa, it's Flash, and it's Kool Herc. Those are the 3 founding fathers of hip hop. And it started out in them 3 areas in the Bronx. I happen to be from one of the areas where the biggest guys ever did it, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. One day I'm watching Melly Mel playing basketball across the street from my house, and the next day he's doing Chaka Khan at the Grammys, B. I seen them when they all got, the whole Furious 5 got their first white 190 Benzes, and they pulled up to my block back to back on them shits like this, and I'm watching it as a little kid like, I'm really from that. That's not even what you made me go there because you put the cap face. It's not cap. There's nothing I could do. I'm sorry. I was born there, the Mecca. But 1515 Sedgwick.
That's Melly Mel saying Shaka Khan.
Yeah, Shaka Khan. I want to get you Shaka Khan. I want to hear you Shaka Khan. That's Melly Mel. Huh? 1520 Cedric Avenue? Okay, I'm five paces off. But the thing is, that's across the street from River Park Towers. That's one way in, one way out. They throw them fucking refrigerators at you off the roof in there. River Park Towers, that shit, be lucky to go in and come out. Don't go see some girl at River Park Towers. You ain't coming out. That's a different type of thing. But yo, Jada, man, will.i.am says that Black Thought is 1 trillion times. This is hip hop. We got to discuss this, Jada. He's 1 trillion times better than Jay-Z.
That's how he feels. What you want me to elaborate on how that man feels?
So that's it. You just say that's how he feels. That's that.
Yeah, I came from where you mind your business. You know what I'm saying? I was taught to mind my business.
Me personally, I let the facts be the facts, and I let the history determine itself. You had your shot to make hits, to be the biggest in the game. She was a model for a year and a half. I had my shot. We all had our shot at who's the best rapper, who's the biggest rapper in the game. The Roots played and are still playing an integral part of hip hop, right? They also crossed up. They're like JB Smooth. You know, they hooked up with the Jewish white guy and they got the lick. They in. Like, they could do bar mitzvahs and all the white
I'm
joints.
tell you is, you never gonna hear a rapper say fucking Coldplay's a million times better than Black Eyed Peas. They put that out there, and that's the reason the hip-hop is hanging on a string, is they fucking making everybody go against each other for no reason. Just for small talk and clicks and get the most traffic to your thing. If that's how he feels, fuck it, that's how he feels. But they don't, there's nowhere on Google. You could Google Chat, GBT, whatever, whoever the fuck you want. You're not going to find Hove or Black Thought nowhere saying the Backstreet Boys is a trillion times better than NSYNC. Leave our fucking culture alone. That's my opinion too. Because you're starting off some shit and then he's going to go be in a state-of-the-art hills somewhere making cars and all. Just don't do that. What's called for that? If you feel like that, that's fine. But
No.
We need no more nuclear bombs set off in hip-hop unless it's called for. $1 billion, this guy's a rich tech, he makes cars. He gonna go on the interview and just say, I mean, that's his thoughts, cool, but you don't need that. Think about it. Find me somewhere where a prolific rapper went somewhere and said, this guy's better than will.i.am 1 trillion times.
Well, if I say it, right, if you say it, you can't say it yourself anyway. Because even the time LL Cool J's invented GOAT, it's one of the GOATs. But when he said I'm better than everybody, or he said some statement like, I'm the greatest.
No, if somebody says it about themselves, it's different than somebody, for one, that ain't the type of music you do ain't even our type of music to just go up there and just put two people against.
He almost lined up Black Thought, huh? Like if you think
he lined up everything, because what the fuck do that got to do with anything? Even if that's his thoughts. Save it to your fucking self.
I'm gonna move on from there because he might have stopped the bombshell or nuclear, whatever the case may be. Yeah, thank you for
the more we put lighter fluid on it, the more it goes. Let that shit go down. They're both great. You know
There's a difference between fucking up and being fucked up. Huh?
Definitely.
You know, I sit with my sisters. I sat the other day, had dinner with our sister Mary J.
MJ.
And all of them. And, you know, I don't think I bothered them when I was just hungry. So I was like, yo, where y'all at? They were like, yo, here, I pulled up. I got to eat some shit, right? But when I had these conversations with the women, you know, beautiful conversations, but she said, there's a difference between fucking up and being fucked up.
Yeah.
You can fuck up.
Yeah.
That don't mean you fucked up.
Yeah. Which one you rather be?
Man,
you rather fuck up or you rather be fucked up?
It depends on what level
I'd rather fuck up.
You rather
There's
fuck
a chance
up
to fix that and you learn from your lesson. Being fucked up is no good, no bueno.
Yo, but we in the world of, is it just me or we in a weird time in life? Right? Like I feel like everybody's doing bad financially. You seen the jobs report the other day was like 14,000 jobs in a month. You know, if Biden did less than 500,000 a month, they was like, it's the end of earth. Motherfucker got 7,000 a month, 14, 17. I mean, if the numbers are correct, people doing fucked up out here.
I got my mom's and dad a condo today.
I saw that, man. That was beautiful, man. You know, that was the best thing I ever did for my mother and father. I bought them a house. And I remember when I went through the tax thing and I realized that my accountant wasn't paying mortgages, when I first heard it, I was more worried about my mother and father's house than I was even mine. I was like, yo, they could come take my mother's house, my father's house. So it must be a beautiful feeling, purchase something for mom and dad.
It's beautiful, man. It's a blessing. You know what I mean? That we can't take for granted. It's something you, as a little kid, that's something you wish you could always do.
You know, I love that. You know, Denzel Washington, I can't quote him, but he was saying sometimes families don't understand. Your own family don't understand when you're trying to win and overcome a generational curse.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And your own family won't understand that you're trying to get to the promised land. You know, financially, generationally. Because I think that's the game we playing. We trying to lay it down so whoever come behind us is
good.
Got a better playing field.
Mm-hmm.
They could afford college. They could afford whatever they want. They ain't got to live in the projects no more.
Facts.
And me growing up in the projects, such a big family, like I can't do something for everybody. I actually think I have done something for everybody in my family different times. But there's a cousin of mine that's probably a third cousin that lives in the projects in the Lower East Side that I barely even know. I might know their moms, that people are telling them, yo, you Fat Joe's cousin. You're supposed to be in the big house. They do it to our friends. They'll do it to your friends. Your friends' wives or girlfriends are telling them, yo, why you ain't got that? Them boys got it. That's your man. You know him.
Stay away from them.
And that's the difference of how far does that go to survivor's guilt or the success?
Rest in peace to Hitman Howie T. Did you know?
I never met Howie T, but I always respected his contributions to hip hop. Howie T, though. I've always been jealous of people with their own theme song. Yeah. So I'm telling you, Tommy Mottola just asked me to do his documentary. And they were asking me, yo, what about it? And I was like, yo, Tommy Mottola lives on the road. Like, imagine they made a hit record about you that they're playing all over the world. Like Howie T. When I tell you that shit was wavy, when he had the Howie T, Howie T, that shit was crazy. Some of the groups, James, Special Ed, Chubb Rock. He did Salt and Pepper. It's probably his biggest group. But Color Me Bad, that was like the white.
Howie or Herbie? Or Herbie is
that was Herbie Salt and Pepper?
Yeah.
Howie T did
Sweet Tea.
He did Sweet Tea too.
He did Sweet Tea too, right?
But Howie T, living legend. He should get all the flowers he deserves.
Definitely. Rest in peace and prayers and condolences to his family.
You know, I always get surprised when somebody passes away in hip hop that I never met. Like, cause
yeah, me too, because you met everybody.
I met everybody. I feel weird when I ain't meet them. You know who else met everybody? Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, shout out to Busta. He got a star on the Walk of Fame, man. He deserved that. I seen the picture with him at LL. That was fire.
Beyond that.
They one of the last two. I mean, LL is the first for our era that's left. And Busta.
We did something.
And you couple them right behind him.
I'm coming behind him. Right. Am I coming with the Euro or I'm coming with the... Yo, this motherfucker.
You got a new... Your shit ain't the Euro, though, because it's the first...
It's the fluidity.
I got to get a new name for your step.
Yo. No, I like that one. But, you know, Busta Rhymes, leaders of the new school. Shout out to Long Island. They claim him, too. I know he says he's from Brooklyn. He grew up in Brooklyn, went to school with Biggie and Jay-Z. But Long Island claims him. And Keith Murray, I missed a big one. Keith Murray and the Long Island Kid. Keith Murray's not just an incredible rapper. He's one of my brothers. So I'm sorry if I messed up and I missed out with Keith Murray. People were saying MF Doom. A lot of people, you know, it's just was amazing their contribution. Let's talk about Jersey now.
Jersey
We
hip-hop.
gonna give some unsung
Salute
heroes.
the legends
Y'all
of Jersey.
Y'all gotta stop. I think we got Jersey.
Let's salute Jersey, man. Redman, Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature, Lords of the Underground.
Go one by one.
Artifacts, Wyclef, Praz, Sugar Hill, Fetty Wap, Joe Buttons, Ransom, Chill Rob G, Rod Digger, Outsiders,
Outsiders.
Hurricane G, Apache.
Wow. I want to get
Redhead Kingpin.
Redhead Kingpin.
Come on, man. Y'all leaving niggas out, man. Don't leave niggas out.
Club Zanzibar.
Lords of the Underground. Set them, man.
Poor Righteous Teachers.
They from this?
Shaq. Yes.
Yeah, Shaq. Poor Righteous T. Let's go. The whole Jersey salute.
In the Naughty by Nature, Tretch. Tretch is an unsung hero.
You said Tretch.
Yeah, but
you said Naughty.
Let's try to break it down, though. You just want to run through the list
older
like
than
that?
me. Let's go.
I think Redman.
I follow your lead.
I think Redman's the most underrated MC ever lived in the hip hop game.
Hell no. Niggas know about Redman. What he do? Crazy.
Yeah, but they don't know about Redman the way they know about Red. But maybe they know about the food.
Nah.
So you think a random commercialized?
And they know about Redman.
They know about Redman.
You know about hip hop. And you fucking know about Redman.
They don't give him his props. It's impossible. Redman was so good.
Who is they?
I'm talking about they.
I don't know who they is.
They don't want us to win. They don't want us. They.
No, they get Redman.
Hypothetically speaking.
Kidding me? Reggie's that nigga, dog.
I agree. So I'm just trying to say.
He stages of globally.
I think he's one of the greatest MCs of all time. He's just, but my point is, his name should be up there with everybody's top 10, top 5, whatever they want to do. He's that good. Right? Queen Latifah.
Iconic, legendary.
There's nothing we can do about that. That's legendary.
Just put her up there just put her on a lot of Rushmores of all type of different umbrellas of Rushmores.
Naughty by Nature. They had the game in a frenzy.
Rip shit.
Hey. Vinny KG. KG went on to produce a lot of R&B.
Shaheem, Shanae.
He had all of them dudes rocking.
Next.
Next is one of my favorite groups. Right? Shout out to RL. The Outsiders, I put them into the equation because they're the first people I ever seen bring Eminem out.
Fatal Hussein, rest in peace. Jersey.
Fatal Hussein. That was crazy to me, right? One day we got to interview Muta Bell on here from the Outsiders and explain how did the Tupac, were they cousins or something? Because he's
the Outlaws
LA.
Or the Outsiders.
The Outlaws. Fatal Hussein. That was my man. Yeah. What I'm saying is, when they beef in the East Coast, West Coast, it's crazy that the guys who's on all the ill records with Pac is from Jersey. How did that happen? Did they meet him in LA? How did that go down? Like, this is the East Coast, West Coast beef. And these guys was from right here under the nose of New York, Jersey. And so, who else we got on that list for Jersey, we said? Poor Righteous Teacher was incredible.
Fetty Wap, Chill Rob G, right, Rob Digger.
Fetty Wap.
Sugar Hill Gang.
Oh.
Wyclef, Lauren
Hill, greatest female of all time. I don't care what you say. You know, sometimes people get mad because, you know, certain artists are put in a level of, it ain't even artists. Like people say, who's your top 5? You bring up Lauren, they might be like, yo, she don't even count, but she does count, right? I made a mistake the other day when
why wouldn't she count?
She's the greatest of all time. Some people
say she don't count. They got to get out of it. She counts.
But they think she's the cheat code. She's the AI. So what I'm saying is, the other day I take the top 5 DJs, top 5 DJs, and with Khaled, I threw him in that I threw him in that category. I was like, yo, Khaled too big. They even call him a DJ.
Piss Kid Capri offered that.
Why? Because he wanted to big up Khaled? I don't even know what he's pissed off about. I put him first on the list. I'm going to stop bigging niggas up.
Yo,
it's like 2 or 3 guys that I bigged up and they wound up dissing me. And I'm like sitting here like, yo, like, I'm bigging you up. But Khaled definitely would have been on my top 5 DJ list. You know, but when I look at Khaled, I always look at him as his catalog is so big.
Ooh.
The man, DJ Khaled, his catalog is so big, I feel like it's so much bigger than just DJing. When you a DJ and you got a DJ, shout out to DJ Nasty from Orlando. When Khaled does a show, he got a DJ. He don't DJ. He has a DJ. So
yeah, when you a DJ with a DJ,
hello.
let's go DJ.
Let's go DJ.
Like,
but there's certain people on that list.
Your doghouse got a doghouse?
Chill Rob G. That's one of the most it's getting kind of hectic. And so
SP put me on the Chill Rob G in high school.
Way.
Yeah, SP used to love Chill Rob G. He put me on. He was nice.
He was nice. He was dope, and he had a big commercial hit. I got the power. It was 2. It was Chill Rob G. Who else? They had 2 versions. How did they have it? Imagine you did
that CNC
why Jada wanted this and that, and somebody else got the same song, same beat. How did that happen? It was 2 I Got the Powers at the same time. Video Music Bar played both of them. How did that happen?
One Chill Rob G and one
Who's
the other.
I think it was Snap.
CNC Music Factory.
Snap.
And the Chill Rob G version.
Both hits at the same fucking time, same beat, same song. I Got the Power. How did they pull that shit off? That must have been before clearing samples, huh?
Sports talk, man. Gilbert Arenas got arrested.
What the fuck is going on?
Sticky right here, dog.
Yo, what the fuck is going on with these ball players? What's my man, Bridges? He's still in the fucking NBA, the 2 twins. Morris.
Yo, what?
Morris. He got locked up too.
That was a mistake. I think Gil shit wasn't as big as they, I don't think it was.
He got locked up by the feds.
Yeah, but he also got out. And I think Twin, that was a mistake too. I think that was a mistake. He got the money. Man.
It don't make sense to you, right?
Yeah, he got them.
So that was my immediate reaction of like,
things like that happen in the casino. And then because you black, they make it bigger.
Let me explain something to you. I hate to burst your bubble.
I'm not going to burst my bubble.
Yeah.
I don't owe nobody nothing.
Yeah. I hate to burst your bubble. And God willing, I'm wrong. But I seen this play out. These illegal gambling spots and somebody who's famous is involved in all that. They usually get a year in a day.
They could do a year in a day. I ain't worried about it.
I'm just
big
trying to tell you
NBA niggas. That ain't going to hurt.
When I see them stories, I know how that shit play out. And if they came and got you, 99 out of 100 times, when them alphabet letters come to that front door, your best choice is saying, okay, let's see what's the least time we're going to get. Unfortunately, it's like that. Now, if you want to be Robin Hood and think you could take them on and beat them and you're lucky enough or whatever, but these are terrible. I just don't wish that for them. I wish it never happened. Whatever it is, I hope it's a mistake, like you say, because it's crazy.
It's not the feds with Twin. And Gil said he's snitching.
He said he's snitching?
His jokes, man. He be all right. Yo, Rich, how you feel about Jerry Jones don't want to pay Micah Parsons, man?
What you think, Rich, Mr. Dallas Cowboy?
How you feel about that? It's not a stray. He's down there on the staff with Dallas.
Well, definitely. They paid your man with the real stinky leg. What's your man? Dak Prescott.
That got one of them?
What? His shit is like hybrid glazing. Like,
yo,
his shit. I put up a picture one time. I was about to get canceled. That boy got the leg. What? That boy broke his leg one time. His shit was like hovercrafting, B. Like out of control. Made me look like a perfect leg. His shit.
Perfect leg.
His shit, I posted it. When I tell you the death threats I got, like, yo, you know, this shit was like.
So what part of the
He's a fraud. Dak Prescott is a fraud.
Oh.
And he's only there to sell candles.
Candles?
Candles, no, I'm saying candles and fragrances. Your man is Lollipop Records. He's not going to win no chip.
I guess we ain't getting invited.
Doubling and tripling.
We ain't getting the field pass.
The sad part, you know, he's a handsome guy. They market him. It's the only.
They don't want to win games?
Nah, not with him.
I don't see that.
And then Parsons, who's worth the money, they giving them a hard time. You know what you got to understand is this. This is almost like the government, right? There's people, this government does some things that although we're proud Americans and we vote and we pack taxpayers and all that, we don't agree with, but we can't change it. They're the government. It's the same thing with the owners of franchises. Jerry Jones, anybody in their right mind who's a fucking Dallas Cowboy fan knows, pay that man. Stop playing with him. Because you don't want to lose him, right? Worldwide West sends his love.
Big shout out to West. We love you, baby.
Oh, I went. Yo. I got a yo for you. Yo, I went to SummerSlam. What's the guy that works for Michael Rubin? Sitting next to me, the redhead guy, Michael. Look up his name. He's the president of Fanatics. He's sitting next to me because I got a witness. Okay, so I go SummerSlam. I'm trying to tell you. I'm about to tell you a story that's going to ring off Cap Mania. They're going to be like, it's not true. But it's 1,000,000% true. So I go to SummerSlam, right? And I went because a good friend of mine, Jelly Roll, was wrestling, right? So I know he trained 4 months. I know Jelly Roll, but you know, he's a big boy. You know, I stick with the big boys. Pause.
Whoa.
I told you already. That ain't even part of the story.
All right. Still
all the fat guys, I'm in their corner. Right? So I go, Mike Herman is Mike. Whoever knows Mike Herman, he's the president for that. He's sitting right next. The point is, Cardi B sitting there too. It get to the Jelly Roll. It's Jelly Roll against Logan Paul, and Jelly Roll come out with this guy. What's that wrestler Jelly Roll had with him? Yo, Kiss, none of us want the fair one. We don't even want the 10-on-1. We don't even want to be able to have a knife to fight this guy. What? Randy Orton. Even if he gave you weapons, you don't want to fight this guy. This guy's so big, bro. Like, he's unreal. Anybody go Google him if you don't know wrestling. This guy's the prototype, right? He might be the first human AI guy, right? I'm looking at the dude. Logan Paul's incredible, right? But I'm looking at he's unreal, is what I'm saying. As a human being, it's like, this guy is a problem, right? So I'm looking, I'm cheering Jelly Roll up. They are beating the brakes off of Jelly Roll. Bro. They are double suplexing him. They doing my man so filthy. Now, I'm a fat guy, so I know every bone. I know what
I know every bone.
I'm a fat guy who lost weight too, so I know when he falls, I say, that's 2 months out of the country awards. He is not going to the country awards. Not after this shit. This was a childhood dream. I salute you, Jelly Roll. In fact, I've never seen a celebrity. Because you know you had Donald Trump in there. You had a bunch of celebrities.
Mike Tyson.
That went up in there, but didn't really do.
Snoop.
Jelly Roll was on top of the ropes, getting suplexed, getting hit with chairs over like he was all in. They beat the brakes out of this guy. Yo, and I'm there for Jelly Roll, right? So I'm filming the shit. They put him on the table, right? I got it on my story. I'm front row. They put him on a table. And Logan Paul's up on the top rope. He's outside on the table in front of the things. The man jumps and crashes on Jelly Roll. I immediately was like, all right, there he goes. He's out for 4 months. There's no way. But like, they suckered me in. So Jelly Roll's acting like he's hurt. So there's about I was about to say 100. Let me just keep it off the cap circuit. 10 guys ran over and girls. 10 guys and girls ran over. Oh my God, are you okay? I'm thinking he's hurt because I'm a fat guy. I know what just happened. I know.
You know every bone. The
vertebrae. I know his shit is fucked up, B. So I'm thinking he's really hurt. I'm like, yo, come on, Jelly. Come on. But I'm really concerned. I'm going to be honest with you. Joseph Antonio Cartagena is concerned about Jelly Bro. They beat the shit out this dude so bad. Right? Fucking 7-foot shit. Like they double. Yo, when they did the double on him, I said, come on. I can't do it. No amount of money could they double suplex me. I'd be dead. I'm going to be honest with you. I break my whole shit. I don't know what the fuck Jelly Roll did to endure it. But anyway, they got him on the floor. I'm believing it. Okay? And Cardi B's right next to me. Get up. Get up. She's all in, right? So I'm sitting there. I'm like, Jelly. I'm really, all jokes aside, word to my mother, I'm thinking he's really hurt. Because they ran over, like, they didn't do this the whole time. They ran over like 10 of them, yo, Jelly, and they talking to him. I'm thinking, this guy, he gets up and help him up. Took like 10 minutes. They fucking his man up over there, his tag team partner. They beating the break. They jumping him to death over there. He's getting his ass. The big guy, they beat the brakes off this dude while Jelly Roll is like, you know, Jelly Roll gets up. He turns around and says, I'm sorry, Joe. I can't fight no more. I tried, Joe. Thank you for supporting me, Joe. It's 1 million people in this fucking arena. This is Jelly Roll. Out of anybody, I swear to God, he looked at me. I'm sorry, Joe. I can't. Joe, I let you down, Joe. Michael, what's his name? It's right next to me. He said they're definitely not going to believe you. The guy from Fanatics, he said they're not going to believe this shit. Jelly Roll was telling me, I'm sorry, Joe. I can't finish. I can't. I'm like, but Jelly, I'm patting him on his back. Yo, Jelly, he's like, I'm sorry, Joe. I know you supported me. This, that. And he's walking. I'm like, damn, they fucked Jelly Roll up. But in true WWE fashion, he gets to the tip and he turns around. He starts looking. And they're like, Jelly. And all of a sudden, the motherfucker, I got the power.
Came back.
He came back and started clotheslining dudes, fucking them up. I got suckered for the wrestling. I felt like a Hulkamaniac. I felt like back in the day. I'm looking at Jelly Roll, Jelly, screaming with the crowd, Jelly. And let me tell you something. They still lost, but I got to salute Jelly Roll. I cannot, maybe I'm too old, maybe he's a little bit, Jelly Roll might be younger than me, right? I personally know I can't take that. For sure?
For sure.
I can't take it. Man, he's way younger than me. I get it. 40 years old, maybe 39, 40, I'd have tried it. Right about now, with these amphibious legs, that shit over.
NBA, Luka got the new muscles, the new contract.
Luka came up to Dykeman and was shooting from the seat.
Luka was on
just
Dykeman,
water.
throwing them joints.
They was going crazy in Dykeman for the guard.
WNBA, they've been throwing joint skis on the court. You seen that?
No. They was joint skis. They went to Dynasty Commodity?
No, not joint skis. Joint skis. They throwing dildos on the court in the WNBA.
That's a dildo's a joint ski?
I mean, I try to keep it politically correct.
Yo, but let me tell you something, man. This shit out of control. Like, yo, America's gone. Wow.
Joinski's on the court is great.
Bro, come
and they keep throwing lime greenwood. They caught somebody just got arrested. Somebody tried to keep it going. They knocked
Man,
him.
I went to the NBA, the WNBA with Remy, and she pulled up in my house and she got not just the shorts, the shorts. So I'm looking at her, I'm like, yo, sis, like, you gonna wear that shit in the game? What are you talking about, bro? I said, yo, my man, yo. Every time I look at the bench, they doing this to Remy. Hot shit, blowing kiss. As soon as the game ended, they ran over Remy. I was like, yo, you look for the shit.
Yeah.
You came to the fluidity. No, I ain't lying.
Yeah.
And we love them. I'm a big fan of the WNBA. I got no problems. But I warned her, premeditated.
Don't
when she
wear
came to
those.
my house with them shits, I said, yo, listen, this is going to be an issue. She don't want, I said, all right. Every time I look over my shoulder, they going, sending hearts and shit at Ram. I said, yo, Ram, you came to the wrong. You came to the, them motherfuckers, they ran over at the end of the game. Hey, Ram, love you, this, that. But they throwing joint skis at the game. That's violation.
Yeah, that's violation.
But it gotta be, I ain't even jamming myself up like that.
Don't. Please don't. Please don't.
Because.
Don't do it. Rich, flag. Don't do it. Pre-flag.
Yo, let me tell you something, Jadakiss. Congratulations. You're in the algorithm. Yo, this man, it didn't take long for this man to get in the system. The joint skis on the court. That's the funniest shit I ever heard in my life. I thought you meant like they had Dykeman throwing joints at Luka. No, like joints, like marijuana.
Pre-rolls. Not pre-rolls. They throwing joint skis on the court.
Yeah,
lime green joint skis.
Oh, why they lime green?
I don't know where they got the colorway from. And I just know they're throwing joint skis, man. We got to stop this. Pay them ladies what you owe them. And stop throwing them joint skis on the court, man. Yeah, somebody lost one of the mayor bets. They needed somebody to have 2 more points. They took them out, joint ski on them.
Threw the yalla on them.
Yeah.
No, that's might be happening. Your mayor's over there like this. Guy got 12. Who was it? You spent $10,000 you had on that game.
Right. What
was the guy? What was the guy who scored 12? Chad Holgram, bro. They pulled him out 12. I was like, yo, for sure. It was like 7 minutes left. I'm like, for sure he scored 14.
Spent $9,000, ladies and gentlemen. Mayor spent $9,000.
$9,000.
Yeah, that was a $9,000 bet.
That's a Canadian border conversation there. Let me tell you something. Nobody bigger than the program. Nobody is bigger than the program. And when people start thinking they bigger than the program, that's when they disappear. You know, and even I've had the conversation because people look at me like I'm the leader of my crew. But I've had the conversation with guys in my crew where I say, nobody's bigger than the program. Even Fat Joe is accessible. If for some reason I'm out of here, you know, the show goes on. And I ain't just talking about rap. I'm just talking about in life. And so people get confused thinking they bigger than the program. Like, yeah, your contributions is incredible. Yeah, we appreciate what you do. I mean, if you want to be tough, we got 30 tough guys. What you feel about people when they start thinking they bigger than the program?
Karma, deal with them. Let God sort them out. Kill them and then let God sort them.
I love that. Let me get these questions in. Yeah, Jada's on one today, boy. Let me tell you something. Yo, by the way, if yesterday's the fourth anniversary of the Versus Locks and Dipset, then today's the anniversary of yesterday's price is not today's what? Hello.
We didn't even gotta do no questions, dog. That was it. No, we don't need no questions.
That's how
man. We
shit.
gotta end it with that, man.
I gotta say, shout out, rest in peace to Chubby Baby.
No
There
doubt.
was Dipset that moved down to Atlanta because he threw the battery in my back. I went to my store the next day. He was, he was Dipset. So we start talking about this shit. I said, you know what? Let me crack this IG open, pause, and talk about my experience in this because he was so passionate about it that we was going back and forth so much. I said, maybe somebody want to hear about this shit. And the numbers, because I used to do the IG, the numbers was, I don't even know how many. We had hundreds of thousands of people on the live at one time. I never did that before. And while I'm talking my shit, I'll talk about you, and I just say, yo, any producer, any promoter that was negotiating with Jadakiss's team last week and didn't book them, just know that yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's price is not today's price. And Super Viral, did I cash in on it? I don't know. I don't think I did much of it, but I didn't get merch. I didn't, I thought I could sue somebody. They had a bank company where the dude was dancing. Yesterday's price is not saying it like me. I tried, yo, can I sue him? He was like, nah. It's like, you don't own this shit. It's like, damn, I thought we had him. Like, I'm not going to sue somebody of our nature, but you got a bank? White dude with an umbrella? Yesterday's price is not saying it. I said, oh, I got him. He was like, no, you can't sue, But it was fun times.
Yeah, and I thank you.
Let's get these questions, James. Yesterday's price is not today's price. That phrase right there changed my life. Let me tell you something. And shout out to Pusha T and Kanye. Kanye sampled that, started that yesterday's price, that crack on Diet Coke. If I would have told him, it would have been a Diet Pepsi. Even though I look like a human Diet Coke today. You know what I'm saying? Get the questions. Let's go.
Yo, this is Brad Register from Wildwood, Florida. Now residing in Newport News, Virginia. I like what you guys doing, man. I love y'all show. My question is, when you guys were coming up through hip hop, like what was y'all favorite show out of your MTV Raps or Rap City? And also, could you guys try to get Fab Five Freddy on the show? Because I know you guys like hearing stories and stuff like that. And he's like been around hip hop for a long time. So I know he got crazy stories.
Yo MTV Raps or Rap City? Rap City. Yo MTV Rap.
I'm going to disrespect the whole shit and say Video
Music Box, really. He didn't give us that option. But
from out of
we
town.
like the Video Music Box more than both of them.
Now, Fab Five Freddy.
We need him on the show.
From Graffiti, we need Fab Five Freddy on
He's
the show.
real hip-hop.
Fab Five Freddy, I think he did the first collab because when I was looking into I can't explain it to you any other way. The Bronx was a war zone. Like people live in abandoned buildings. The biggest gang wasn't the Bloods and Crips. It was the stray dogs. So when I think about the beginning of hip hop, I can't believe a white girl.
Fat Five Freddy's from the Bronx?
No, I'm not saying that.
Thank the Lord.
But it started in the Bronx. Russell Simmons came to the Bronx. They all came to the Bronx. The Fever, the first nightclub playing hip-hop is in the Bronx, Sala Batello. What I'm trying to say is, I never understood the first major collaboration was Blondie. Right? I never understood how did this white girl had the heart to either go Sedgwick, Bronx River, or My Hood, and make this song and have rappers on there. And then when I went down to trying to figure out how it happened, Fat Five Freddy made that happen. You know how early he had to be in the game of hip hop to make that song possible, the Blondie? Rapture. That's the beginning of hip hop. So I agree with this brother right here. We need Fat Five Freddy on the show just to keep it. I mean, that's what I think we're doing, preserving the culture.
Next question, please.
Yo, Jada, this is not a question. Do you remember walking into TGI Fridays in Yonkers at Cross County and buying a girl a Hennessy shot after leaving the hospital? You had a hospital band. That's my newborn baby. That was the coolest thing you've ever done. I was in absolute shock. I said nothing. You said nothing. Bought me a shot of Hennessy and walked out. I love you. One of my favorite rappers. I just have to share that memory with you in case you don't remember that.
I have no recollection. Yeah, I was off anesthesia.
He got super love for you. And shout out to Stu Leonard's. Stu Leonard's in Yonkers, man. They came out for that Sonrisa de Rum. Puerto Rican rum. They came out about 100. You knew it, right?
I told you they was coming.
You told me it was going to be lit.
I told you.
Stu Leonard's, Yonkers. What's up, y'all?
Yo, Joe, yo, Jada, what up, man? It's your boy Ranks a Million from the Bronx and all that. I just want to ask, why are DJs and like mainstream artists not discovering or breaking new artists no more? They leaving it all to the new artists to like do it by themselves, and then they want to help once the up and coming artists already did what they needed the help with.
I think that's on the individual. I mean, some people don't know how to ask for help. Some people don't know how to offer help. And some people don't know how to do either one.
Me, I gave up on helping artists.
Facts. I'm all out of favors myself.
I'm all out of taking every relationship I ever had and signing you and introducing you to all my important people and then paying for your videos, buying your clothes, putting you in the studio, helping you make the hits, and then as soon as you pop, you tell me I ain't shit. I'm not doing that no more. I'm firm on it. In fact, I heard an artist, and I'm going to shout you out. I don't know what your name is, but I went to this thing, Pretty Lou be doing this DJ turntable thing, battle thing, and everybody was in there, and I went to Jersey, and I went down there, and some dude rapped who normally I would have signed him in 1 second. This guy was so nice, lyrically, fluidity. Every word he said came crystal clear. And after he performed, he came around me, and all I could do was say, yo, bro, congratulations. What's up with you or Chris? Chris said, yo, Joe, this guy's incredible. I said, yeah, but he's going to tell me suck his dick. And, you know, he was the biggest in the game before he met me. He's the livest. He knows everything. I'm not doing that. Like, I just can't help you no more. I've been burnt too many times. Pause.
Next question,
I can't help
please.
you.
Hey, what's up, y'all, man? This DJ Nasty Nate calling straight out of South Florida, man, from Fort Myers. Hey, my question is, man, y'all been doing it so long, but what's the one thing that you wish you would have never did?
One thing I wish I never did is gave so many people my phone number.
You got the same number for like 20 years and all that?
Recently, I used to change my shit like socks.
What was the question again, James?
What's one of the things you wish you never did?
Beat so many people up. There's certain ones.
Should have talked it out.
Yeah.
Talked it out a few times.
It was certain ones that when I look back, I just say it just didn't make sense. And I'm keeping it a buck. It didn't make sense that when I look back at it now, like, yo, you know what? Because sometimes you beat a guy up and they become martyrs. And people, you know, look at them like, you know, they wasn't even authorized to get beat up. Like, these guys didn't even deserve it. You know, but now they're the guys that Fat Joe and the Terror Squad beat up. And they running around like, oh, yo, that's homie. You know, Fat Joe and them beat him up. Like, too much fluidity for these guys in the hood. They didn't even deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm Joe Crack.
Your boy Jada. It's the Joe and Jada. Another legendary episode, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe. Word of mouth.
Ha ha!